Hello, friends. Welcome to a journey where the past and the future collide in the most unexpected ways. Today we're traveling back in time to revisit the legendary Trojan War, but with a twist that will change how you see history forever. You know the story, heroes like Achilles and Hector, the cunning Greeks, and of course the giant wooden horse that spelled doom for Troy. This tale has been told for thousands of years, immortalized in the epic poem The Iliad, and passed down through generations as a symbol of heroism, tragedy, and fate. But what if there's more to this tale than we ever imagined? What if the story we know is only a fraction of the truth, and hidden within the shadows are secrets that could rewrite everything? Enter Marvel Studios' Eyes of Wakanda, a bold reimagining that views the Trojan War through the secretive lens of Wakanda, the hidden African nation powered by Vibranium and protected by its legendary war dogs. In this animated series, Wakandan spies have been shaping the course of history from the shadows for centuries, their influence stretching even to the battlefields of Troy. Imagine opening a familiar history book and discovering a secret chapter, one filled with hidden heroes, advanced technology, and untold stories that challenge everything you thought you knew. Eyes of Wakanda adds a thrilling layer of science fiction and adventure to the myth, showing us the mighty walls of Troy, the Greek ships at sea, and the chaos of war, but also introducing warriors with skills, intelligence, and tools far beyond their time. Wakandans who walk among legends, unseen but ever present. The show asks us to consider, what else has Wakanda influenced throughout history? How many pivotal moments have been shaped by hands we never saw? What secrets lie beneath the surface of history, waiting to be uncovered by those willing to look deeper? Could the greatest stories of the past be hiding even greater mysteries? This essay explores Marvel's bold changes to the Trojan War, comparing them to the original Iliad, and asking what happens when myth meets modern imagination. We'll meet new Wakandan characters, heroes and spies, who step into the heart of legend and alter the course of history, bringing fresh perspectives and untold courage to the ancient world. We'll witness how a famous hero meets his end in a shocking new way, as the lines between history and legend blur, and the fate of Troy is rewritten before our eyes, and we'll explore what these changes mean for the Marvel Cinematic Universe, as ancient myths and modern heroes collide in a story that's bigger than any one legend. The past, it turns out, is never truly gone. It's alive with secrets, waiting for curious minds to uncover them, and for new storytellers to bring them to life. So, let's begin this adventure together, into a history that's both ancient and brand new, where every page turned reveals a new possibility, and every legend hides a deeper truth. In the original Trojan War, gods like Zeus and Apollo shaped every event, meddling in mortal affairs. Their presence was felt in every clash of swords, every twist of fate, and every desperate prayer uttered by mortals on the battlefield. The gods were not distant. They were active participants, choosing sides, granting favors, and punishing those who defied them. The Iliad is filled with divine intervention. Heroes succeed or fail at the whim of the gods. Every victory and defeat was a reflection of divine will, and mortals often found themselves mere pawns in a cosmic game. The ancient world was a stage for both human ambition and the unpredictable moods of the immortals. But in Eyes of Wakanda, the gods are gone. The thrones of Olympus sit empty, and the temples echo with silence. The world has changed, and the old powers have faded into myth and memory. No lightning bolts from Olympus, no Aphrodite on the battlefield. The supernatural spectacle of the ancient world has vanished, leaving only the raw reality of human struggle and ingenuity. Instead, the power comes from Wakanda's science and vibranium. The source of wonder is no longer divine but technological, a marvel born from human discovery and innovation, not the whims of capricious gods. This shift grounds the story in human choices and technology, not fate or magic. Every breakthrough, every setback is the result of intellect, courage, and determination. The narrative becomes one of agency, where people shape their own destinies. Heroes now rely on their own skills, training, and intelligence. Their strength is forged through discipline and teamwork, not bestowed by a higher power. The stakes feel higher because every triumph is earned, and every mistake is truly their own. Victories and failures are personal, not decreed by the gods. The emotional weight of each moment is magnified as characters grapple with the consequences of their actions and the burdens of leadership. The absence of divine influence makes the story feel more real and more mysterious. Without gods to explain the unexplainable, the world is filled with unanswered questions and hidden forces waiting to be discovered. Strange events and feats of strength are no longer miracles but clues to a hidden force, Wakanda. The extraordinary is now rooted in science, secrecy, and the untapped potential of human ingenuity. Eyes of Wakanda fills the void left by the gods with its own mythology, one of science, espionage, and a secret kingdom shaping history from the shadows. In this new epic, the legends are not written by the gods, but by the hands of those bold enough to seize their own destiny. The classic story of the Trojan War has echoed through history for centuries. It's a tale that begins with Helen, her beauty, the jealousy she inspired, and the pride of kings. For generations we've been told that this legendary conflict was sparked by love and betrayal, a personal drama that escalated into a war that shaped the ancient world. But Eyes of Wakanda invites us to look deeper, to question the stories we think we know. What if the abduction of Helen was just a convenient cover, a myth hiding a much more dangerous truth? According to this new perspective, the real reason for the war wasn't love or honor, but a secret, powerful artifact, one forged from Vibranium, a metal with properties far beyond anything the ancient world had ever seen. Throughout history, wars have often been fought for reasons that remain hidden from the public, resources, power, and knowledge that could tip the balance of civilization. From gold and oil to sacred relics, the true motives are rarely what they seem. In this retelling, the Greeks and Trojans are not just rivals over a queen's fate, they are locked in a desperate struggle for an object that could change the course of history, a source of unimaginable power. The Vibranium artifact becomes the true prize, turning the war into a high-stakes treasure hunt. Every battle, every alliance, every betrayal is now seen in a new light. This twist forges a powerful connection between the ancient world and the Marvel Cinematic Universe, where Vibranium is the most coveted resource, sought after by heroes and villains alike, across continents and centuries. By placing Vibranium at the heart of the Trojan War, Marvel suggests that many of history's greatest conflicts may have been secret battles for this extraordinary metal, fought in the shadows, their true purpose lost to legend. The Trojan War is redefined, not just as a fight for the past, but as a battle for the future, where the fate of civilizations hangs in the balance, and the true reasons for war are more complex and more thrilling than we ever imagined. The Iliad gave us Achilles and Hector, but Eyes of Wakanda introduces new heroes, Menon and Bakai, war dogs from Wakanda. Sent to Troy on a secret mission, they're tasked with tracking down the lost Vibranium artifact. Memnon, reimagined from myth as a Wakandan warrior, is skilled enough to stand beside Achilles, yet his true loyalty is to Wakanda. He lives a double life, blending in with Trojans while serving his homeland. Bakai, his partner, is the observer and historian, quietly gathering intelligence and sending reports home. Together, they embody Wakanda's dual approach: direct action and covert surveillance. Their presence shifts the story's focus. We're not just watching Greeks and Trojans, but the secret agents pulling strings behind the scenes. Memnon and Bakai become our guides into this hidden history, making the epic war the backdrop for their secret adventure. The Trojan horse is the war's most famous trick, a giant wooden horse hiding Greek soldiers, leading to Troy's fall. But Eyes of Wakanda suggests the idea may have come from Wakandan influence. Perhaps Memnon and Bakai used their advanced knowledge to help design the horse, or their spy skills to convince the Trojans to bring it inside. The horse becomes more than a clever tactic, it's part of a secret mission to retrieve Vibranium. The Greeks think it's their victory, but they're unwitting pawns in Wakanda's game. This twist turns the Trojan horse into a tool of espionage, making us question what other historical events might have had hidden hands guiding them. In the Iliad, Achilles dies from a single arrow to his heel, guided by the gods. Eyes of Wakanda rewrites this. Achilles is killed not by Paris but by his friend Memnon. When Achilles discovers the Vibranium artifact, Memnon must choose between friendship and duty. He betrays Achilles, killing him with a Vibranium-tipped spear. Achilles' death is no longer about fate or weakness, it's about betrayal and the hard choices of a spy. Memnon sacrifices everything for Wakanda, showing the high stakes of their secret mission. This twist makes Achilles' death a pivotal moment in the MCU's hidden history. He died not because of myth, but because he uncovered a secret too dangerous to share. Memnon's story is just one chapter in Wakanda's long secret history. Eyes of Wakanda is a collection of tales, each showing war dogs shaping events from the shadows. This idea transforms the MCU's past. Wakanda was never isolated, always quietly involved. Marvel can now revisit any era, adding new stories of Wakandan influence. The show hints at connections to other hidden groups, like the Eternals or Kunlun, weaving a richer, more complex universe. Wakanda's secret hand has always been there, watching and guiding history. Eyes of Wakanda dazzles with its vibrant animation and dynamic action. The blend of ancient myth and futuristic technology is visually striking. Troy's golden walls meet the blue glow of Vibranium. The animation style helps tell the story, highlighting the clash of worlds. However, some viewers felt the story moved too quickly. Epic friendships and betrayals happen in a flash. That's the challenge of anthology shows, balancing action with emotional depth. Still, the story it tells is powerful, memorable, and visually unforgettable. Eyes of Wakanda isn't just a new take on an old story, it's a launchpad for the MCU's future. By revealing Wakanda's deep roots in history, Marvel opens endless possibilities. We could see war dogs in every era, from pirates to revolutions, each story adding to the secret tapestry of the MCU. This approach keeps the universe fresh, introducing new characters and conflicts from the past. It also sets up new dynamics for present-day heroes, as the world learns Wakanda's secrets. Eyes of Wakanda is a bold step, expanding the Marvel universe into a world of hidden history, spies, and epic battles, and we've only just begun to turn the pages of this secret history.